In this first instance, the student is at school giving a speech. It's fine that he's giving a speech, but he's using vulgar language. Under school supervision, this type of action is not okay. The student could be going against school values and he could be breaking the rules. In the case Bethel School District number 403, Burse Frazier, 1986, Matthew Frazier is a student who used vulgar language in his speech, and he was suspended for his use of vulgar language. He argued that what he was doing was free speech, but it was decided that the school had authority to suspend him for his actions. Schools are also allowed to prohibit inappropriate expressions. Here, the student is not at school, but rather he is in public giving the same speech, with the same vulgar language. This is okay because he is not under the supervision of his school. He is in public and he is expressing his ideas through a peaceful way. He isn't violating property or hurting anybody. Thus, he is allowed to keep on expressing.
This student is wearing an armband to voice his opinion. This is allowed as long as he is not being disruptive. In the Tinker v. Des Moines Independent Community School District case, the Supreme Court ruled that non-disruptive symbolic speech should be allowed in schools.
In this clip, the student is vandalizing property to express his feelings about a certain subject. Although he is expressing his thoughts, he isn't allowed to vandalize property. This doesn't just apply to school, but it applies out in the public as well. You can't infringe on a person's property to express your speech. An example of this would be to graffiti on someone's house or to post signs on somebody's yard without their permission.
This student is being forced to salute the flag. He does not want to salute the flag. This is not okay. In the West Virginia State Board of Education v. Barnett case, the Supreme Court ruled that any law forcing students to salute the flag during school violates the rights of those students.
The student here is presenting his ideas through a poster. It is not okay to use vulgar language of any sort under school supervision. This means that even if the student were to be on a field trip, the same rules still apply to the student because the school is still watching over him or her. In the case Morse v. Frederick, Joseph Frederick held up a sign at a school-supervised event that said, "Bong hits for Jesus." He was then suspended for 10 days because of the message he held up. The school was justified in what they did because the student was promoting drug use at a school-supervised event. If the student in the Morse case went to that rally independently from school, he wouldn't have gotten in trouble. This is because he wouldn't have been under the supervision of the school. Instead, he would be alone. Thus, the student holding the board can continue with his way of expression without worrying about school supervision.